Hello and welcome to He Said, She Said. I'm Shelley Horton and with me is 2GB breakfast host Ben Fordham. Hello, Ben.
Hey Shelley, how you doing?
I'm good. Hey, I've got a question for you. Do you think that your partner
Yes.
has to be your best friend?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't think so. My first gut instinct on that question is no, but I reckon it makes it a lot easier from my own personal experience to have your partner as your best friend. What do you reckon?
I certainly think that my husband is my best friend, but there's a caveat there because I also have other best friends that I go to for different things. Because I will admit that I'm fairly high maintenance and poor Darren doesn't need to
No.
hear all of my burdens. But I've got different friends I go to if I'm feeling sad, a different friend if I want to talk about business, a different friend if I'm wanting to, have drinks with. So I kind of feel if you spread the load, it actually can be a very good thing for your relationship rather than putting all of the pressure on one person to be the best partner and best friend all at once.
Yeah, I think what you're talking about there, I think, and I know you'll correct me if I'm wrong. You're talking about friends, though. You're talking about good friends, about people who are there for you that you can contact to say, I've got a work problem, I've got a relationship problem, I've got a family problem, I've got a me problem. So they're good friends and they're good supporters and good people and sounding boards to have around. But the question was about whether your partner needs to be your best friend. And I think it's probably easier. I think it's probably easier to know that this is the best friend I've got in the world, and we act like we're best friends, and it makes a relationship run a lot easier when you've got that beautiful friendship and that beautiful bond. Would it be weird? Let me switch it, and I'll go back to you. Would it be weird in a relationship? Just say I've got Jodie's my wife. If my best friend was Lisa, right, who's my old schoolmate or my old work colleague, and if I was saying to Jodie, I'm off to hang out with my best friend, Lisa, oh, yeah, spending a lot of time with Lisa, well, she's my best friend. Would that be a little weird?
Yes. I bet you didn't expect me to say that. Yeah, I think it would be a
No.
bit weird because I always have an issue as whether or not you can have a best friend of the opposite sex. What was that?
You're not going to believe it. Lisa is calling me right now. Her phone call's coming through. Let me just hit. I'll just hit. Oh, I've just rejected the call. Lisa,
Okay.
seriously,
Lisa,
go away.
you're out of here.
Lisa, go
I'm
away.
telling
Stop it.
Jodie.
Where were we?
Okay, so let's go back to I think it comes down to the fact that I don't think men and women can be best friends. I think they can be friends or they can be lovers and partners, not the same. So if you've got a best friend who's a female that's not your wife, I think it's a bit iffy.
Yeah, so you're saying you can have female friends,
Yes.
you can't have a female best friend
Yes.
unless you're married to her or living
Yes.
with her or together with her. Hmm. Look, I'm sure there would be exceptions to the rule out there, but as a general philosophy, I think you're standing on solid ground. I think that, I mean, I don't know. I suppose I can't imagine it because I know what I've got, and I've got a great setup with Jodie whereby, I fell madly in love with her and wanted to be with her, but it was for more than the reason of being attracted to her. It was because I loved everything about her. I thought she was funny, and I thought she was smart. I thought she was ambitious, and then I thought she'd make a great mum, I reckon, and I'm certainly into being a dad, and so it's just
And she's a big
I wouldn't
spunk.
say, well, yeah, she's a massive spunk, but I wouldn't say that it's perfect because I don't think anything's
Yeah.
perfect, but it's as close to perfect as I know, and I just wonder that if I had some other best friend, it'd be different if it was a guy. I
Yeah.
think if Jodie would know who my best friends are, who are guys, and some of my very, very close friends are women, really close friends, and Jodie knows how close I am to those women, but they're also kind of part of our setup here as well, in that they're in the family home and they hang out with all of us. That's not to say I don't hang out with them separately. I do. I go out to plenty of things with others. But yeah, if it was the best friend Lisa scenario and I'm disappearing to hang out with Lisa the whole time, I reckon that might be just a little bit weird.
Okay, we might leave it there. If you want to hear more about what Ben thinks is weird, please tune in to 2GB at breakfast. And if you want to hear more, he said, she said, come to 9honey.com.au.